distinguished guests, fellow leaders, youth representatives, esteemed partners, good morning. Today, as we gather to reflect on the pathways to a sustainable and climate-resilient future, our greatest assets and catalysts for change are our youth. The youth of today are the stewards of tomorrow's environment, and empowering them with the necessary skills is an obligation for our collective survival and prosperity. Our world stands at a crossroads. The green transition is no longer a distant goal, but an urgent necessity. As climate impacts become more severe and widespread, we must transform our economies, reimagine our urban landscapes, and restore the ecosystems on which we all depend. Achieving this requires a workforce equipped with the skills and knowledge to drive innovation, resilience, and sustainability. The role of young people is vital. They bring energy, creativity, and a willingness to embrace new ideas. However, to fully empower youth for a green transition, we must prioritize investments in education, skills development, ensuring that opportunities of tomorrow are accessible to all, regardless of background or geography. Equipping youth with skills and expertise in fields like renewable energy, climate modeling, and sustainable engineering is crucial. STEM education must integrate environmental science and foster a deep understanding of climate challenges and innovative solutions. Green vocational training beyond academia, practical and technical training in green technologies such as solar installation, sustainable agriculture, and waste management must be expanded. This will empower young people with hands-on skills that are directly applicable to transforming our economies, industries, and local communities. Youth-led innovation is vital. We must cultivate entrepreneurial thinking that enables young people to create and scale sustainable businesses. Leadership programs should encourage young advocates to champion climate action and environmental stewardship. As we transition to a more digitalized world, understanding digital tools and platforms that support environmental monitoring, data analysis, and efficient resource management will be indispensable. Teaching resilience goes beyond disaster preparedness. It involves understanding ecosystem-based adaptation and fostering solutions rooted in local context. Youth should be empowered to contribute to community-led adaptation projects and sustainable land use practices. While focusing on skills, we must ensure that our approach is inclusive and equitable. Young women, indigenous youth, and those from marginalized communities must have equal access to resources and opportunities. Climate justice must remain a guiding principle in our efforts, as no community should be left behind in the green transition. As we roll out this event and future events, we must note that empowering youth requires collective action. Governments, educational institutions, private sector, international partners must all work together to create enabling environments for youth empowerment. This means investing in green education infrastructure, providing access to scholarships and training programs, and ensuring youth voices are heard in the policy-making process. In conclusion, let us harness the boundless potential of our youth. Let us empower them with the skills they need and the opportunities they deserve, and a platform to lead. Together, we can build a future where our planet thrives, our economies are resilient, and our societies are just. Let us commit today to ensuring our youth are at the forefront of this green revolution. Together, we can and we must secure a sustainable future for generations to come. I thank you all.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for giving us that opening remarks, emphasizing the need to work together to be able to promote equity, empowerment, and general growth towards green economy, and touching on different sectors as it is. Thank you very much. We'll now go into a few presentations. The first presentation we'll hear is from Dr. Princess, who is going to give us a brief about some work, the work that she is doing. And as an environmental ambassador from Burkina Faso, Ministry of Environment, Water and Sanitation. Dr. Princess, please. And also reintroduce yourself as you start your presentation. Over to you.
It's okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Pojage Princess. I come from Burkina Faso. I'm a medical doctor, but I'm very passionate by environmental sector. It's an honor for me to share this panel with such eminent personalities. I am the CEO of Aswe Group. Aswe is an ecological and social company based in Burkina Faso. Aswe is born after discovering that incineration of used tire during strict lead and respiratory intoxication and ozone layer depletion, and that's during winter season, and tire constitute mosquito nets and leader and spread of infectious disease. Also in Burkina, we observe height and unemployment rates caused by terrorism. As we decide to tackle this problem through its ecological enterprise project, recycle, transformation, develop innovative products based on used tire, creating green employment opportunities for internally displaced women victims of terrorism. As we aim to make Burkina Faso a model of plastic waste recycle and to create green jobs in Africa. Our process is very simple. As we make first-time collect of car tires in automobile shop, and after we triage them and we disinfect them, and after we make processing. As we have offer a variety of over 100 types of ecological products, including ecological tapestry, gardening supplies, home decorative items, and shoes made from recycled tiles. We also offering training in tire recycling and aircraft while encouraging the use of traditional African fabric. This is the first image is car tire trash, and the second image is car cards gathering game, and there are card tie group pots. And this is a card tie office for secretary. And after we have also director office. And this is tie chairs and table. And we have also proof made of tied and traditional love clothes. We call him Kolkodunda. It's our traditional print. And there are cat tie shoes. We also have utility item made from recycled plastic bags. And as I tell, we have only also training in entrepreneurship and life skill. Before technical training, we do training in entrepreneurship to introduce people with, and to create after all them enterprise. And we have training of tie shoes making. We are also training in making trash and tie cloth pots. We work a lot with women, and we have training in ecological tapestry. We also do training in recycling and transformation of plastic bags. And our company, we have stand out for its innovation at every level. For example, in plastic waste collection, we have revolutionized the processes introduction nearboard-based collection service. For transformation, we continuously develop innovative products for meet market needs, and we dedicate them team working in design new products. Regarding our team, we offered part-time jobs of students to introduce them to professional world and encourage them to become entrepreneurs. In sales, we utilize relationship marketing, encourage advocacy communication with incentive for customer who refers us another person. And as we have a lot of impact, social, environmental, and economic impact, and we impact of creating job, like social impact. In years 2020, we create 100 jobs. But in years 2023, we create 650 jobs in Burkina Faso. And a lot of part of this creating job is a woman. And in environmental impact, we recycle whole totality in 4 years. We recycle equivalent of 2,000 tons plastic in Burkina Faso. And And our perspective is to establish of semi-industrial production unit to increase our production capacity and improvement of product quality to meet international standard and develop of a national and international distribution network. We want to establishment of representation in sub-region and create 1,300 green jobs to support vulnerable and internally displaced people. And we want to express our proof gratitude to the national authority for their commitment to involve young people in climate resilience efforts. Their support, particularly in exchanges, the visibility of our project align perfectly with the objectives of gender and climate action plans. Through this presentation, we are making a call for collaboration, specialty for financial support to help us achieve more and maximize our impact in fight against climate change. And in conclusion, we firmly believe that training eco-entrepreneurs and creating jobs related to recycling are essential for this growth. Your support is crucial to help disadvantaged women and victims of terrorism. By investing in our plastic waste recycling mission in Burkina, you are also contribute to building a more sustainable and prosperous future for our community and beyond. It was Princess Padiage, the head office of Asway Company, Doctor of Medicine, Miss Burkina in 2017, and a lot of prize. And as conclusion, as Lavoisier said, nothing is lost, nothing is created, everything is transformed. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for that. I don't know if there are any specific reactions or questions to Dr. Princess here. Yes?
Please, I can speak in French. French. Good. I can speak? Ok. Merci beaucoup. C'était juste, moi c'est Sankara Boukari. Je suis directeur du partenariat de la capitalisation et de la vulgarisation au sein de la direction générale de l'économie verte et du changement climatique. En fait, c'est juste témoigner, apporter un témoignage pour le travail formidable que le docteur et son entreprise est en train de faire actuellement au Burkina Faso.
I want to bring a testimony about what the doctor is doing now in our country, Burkina Faso.
Et son entreprise fait partie des premiers
His enterprise is among the first one
à s'investir dans la valorisation des déchets
that invest themselves in highlighting those.
Donc, ce qui fait qu'actuellement, son travail a tellement impacté que
And his work impacts
beaucoup de jeunes se sont investis actuellement dans le domaine de la valorisation des déchets.
many young people, and they themselves began to involve to enterprises activities.
Voilà, pour accompagner cela, le gouvernement a décidé de lancer un appel à projet pour les jeunes.
To follow them up, the government decided to call for a proposal of projects
Pour appuyer des dizaines d'entreprises de jeunes dans le domaine de la valorisation des déchets.
to support 1,000 of youth that involve themselves to valorate déchets.
Ok, merci. Je ne vais pas être long, c'est juste apporter ce témoignage-là qu'elle fait un travail formidable. Merci.
It's just to testify for the good work she is doing in our country. Just remember his name. His name is Sankara Boukari. Thank you.
Thanks for those comments. I think what we will do, we'll go through the other presentations and then we'll come back to have maybe 10-15 minutes of reactions from the audience. To continue with the conversation, I'd like to invite Mr. Kombate, who is the CEO of Divoso in Togo, to give us some remarks as well. 5 minutes.
Thank you.
ahead.
It is a great delight for me to be here this morning. Normally, it shouldn't be me that will be here because it's Miss Togo of Environment who should have been here. But for being handed, I will, replace her and say what we are doing. So we did not make I don't know if it's possible to, because the presentation we did not give to but I can go and you follow me, you listen to what we are doing in Togo. Thank you. My name is Mr. Kombate Samuel. I am the CEO of the NGO Divoso Intertolite, social dynamic volunteers that works on environment issue in Togo. In terms of green transition in Togo, we are still doing also great activities. With our NGO, we are working on recycling waste papers. So you know that all the papers that we are using in the offices are made with the wood. At least we need 70 plants of wood to do 1 ton of paper. So as the population of the earth is increasing, we are seeing that if we continue using paper, after using them we burn them, and we go and cut another trees to make another papers, and all those things that we are using, we throw them away. Today we realize that it makes our waste, the rubbish will become more, full, because of papers would occupy more than 10% in the waste. So we decided in 2015 to, according to the COP 21st in Paris, what can we African people do for the transition? So we decided to collect waste papers in the offices and in the societies, and we collect them. We come to our industry, which is in Lome. We transform them in particle boards. By using them, we produce what we call benches for schools. In the village, with the help of the UNDP, we produce more than 2,600 benches that we gave to schools in the village. And we realize also that in our country, every Saturdays, they used to bury people with, coffin made with wood. And this ton of wood that is being every time buried each week, it's something, it is, we are losing, the plants on the earth, and the deforestation is increasing. So we decided to produce the coffin with the waste papers, and by the help of the laboratory, the National Laboratory of Public Works, and help us to make all the physicochemical studies, and we make researches to see the resistivity of the particle board that we are producing, and by the help of God, the government is enforcing us and helping us with the youths. We mobilize more than 120 youths who are working in the schools, and sharing the information into people, into their fellow classmates, so that they can join the movement. In the school, today we have an application. I don't know how we call it. It is an app that we are using in Lome. Wherever you are, we can, locate you, what quantity of paper you have. So we have tricycles and a vehicle that turn over the country to collect all those papers. And then when they collect them, we pay money back to the people that, give us such papers. So we also empower women who don't have work to do. And we work with some enterprises in the area with whom we make contracts. And what do? We tell the women which kind of work, which one kind of activity you want to do. So with our app, when you are collecting papers to us, we are giving points onto you, so that when it is reached a certain point, if you need to take, for instance, a fridge, or any kind of object that you need, we have a contract with the society. We send you there and you collect the thing for your business, and then help us, to make everybody involved in such a project. Today, we are targeting to recycle more than 36,000 waste papers within 15 years. But today, by God's grace, we have already recycled 3,000 waste papers, and we have avoided more than 600 tons of CO2 gas who must normally be thrown in the atmosphere. By doing this recycling, we are avoiding it, and we create more than 150 work for youths and women. In this percentage, we have more than 75 women that are working and gaining from these activities. So, summary, this is what we are doing. And apart from that, we have done in this year the campaign of climate justice in West Africa, when we have made many trainings all over the countries in Africa. I think that other people from other countries from West Africa should have known what I'm talking about. And also we for clean energy in the country, we are promoting the solar electricity and the clean cooking. I don't know how to call it in English. It is the thing we use to cook food. And today we are using less wood than what we are doing before. So this is what we are doing in Togo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kombati. Right, we'll have one more conversation with the Honorable Deaconess Aniedi, who is also the Director of Research and Evaluation at Asabe Foundation and the CEO for NMS Foundation. Welcome, Honorable Aniedi.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Honorable Aniedi Inyang. I represent Asabe General Foundation CEO, Dr. Aisha Mohammed. I'm a CEO of NMS Resources Nigeria, a consultant in education. I'm a teacher. I'm a researcher, and I also have an initiative that is working and coordinating women, youth in gender activities and in entrepreneurs. And it's a pleasure to be invited by the World Green Environment Organization to speak. And I am a youth activist because I always say we are growing. Standing here, I am 50-something. Who are we leaving this space for? If we don't prepare the youth well, they shouldn't be only leaders of tomorrow. They should start from today to lead, so that when eventually they are giving the offices, they will not misuse the offices. They will know that the training they got right from primary school, secondary school, university and high school will still be in them. After all, it is being said, train a child in a way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. That means we will not wait for them to attain a certain age before we train them on green energy transition, before we train them on environmental degradation. We have to start from the grassroots, from the primary school, from the nursery school to the university. We have to incorporate them into the curriculum. Thank you so much. Empowering youth to the green transition, essential skill for a sustainable future, by Honorable Mrs. Aniedi Inyang, JP, Director of Research and Evaluation at Asabe General Foundation and MD of NMS Foundation. An overview. The green transition represents a significant global effort to mitigate the adverse effects of climate change while promoting sustainable development. Central to this endeavor is the preparation of future generations to effectively engage with the lead, the shift towards environmentally conscious practices. Youth, comprising a substantial proportion of the global population, hold the potential to drive the transition through their creativity, adaptability, and dynamism. However, leveraging this potential requires equipping them with the necessary skills and competencies that align with the emerging trends in the green economy. that is quoted from ILO 2019. Globally, the green economy is estimated to create millions of jobs across sectors such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, waste management, and green construction, as called by the United Nations 2021. However, the evolving nature of these opportunities demands the innovative approach to education and training. Traditional curricula predominantly designed for industrial and service-based economy often lack the integration of green skills and competencies such as renewable energies management, circular economic principle, and ecological literacy, Codevo 2021. This misalignment creates a critical skill gap that may hinder youth employability in green sectors and delay global progress towards sustainability. Moreover, youth entrepreneurship within the green economy remains underdeveloped despite its potentials to catalyze innovative solutions to climate challenges. Initiatives such as small-scale solar installation, organic farming, and green tech startups demonstrate the ability of young innovators to merge business acumen with environmental stewardship. However, the absence of structured mentorship, financial incentive, and policy frameworks that support youth-led green enterprises limit the realization of these opportunities. Effort to integrate this green skill into education have to be begun through partnership, business, government, NGOs, and private enterprises. Programs like European Union Green Camp Framework and African Union's Continental Education Strategies for African emphasize sustainability as a cross-cutting competency in education and training system. African Union. Nevertheless, significant disparities in access to quality green education and training persist, particularly in developing regions like Sub-Saharan Africa, and even where I am from, the West African side, Nigeria and the Niger Delta, that is being devastated by the oil exploration. The essential skills needed by the economy of young people. The transition to green economy requires a diverse range of skills that empower young people to address environmental challenges and harness sustainable opportunities. Several studies and frameworks have been identified as essential competencies. They need the technical skill. And what are the technical skills? Renewable energy, expertise in solar panel installation, wind turbine maintenance, bioenergy system, and energy storage technologies. Sustainable agriculture proficiency in climate smart farming techniques, soil conservation, irrigation management, and sustainable pest control. Green technology, understanding digital tools, IoT, Internet of Things, integration of monitoring and smart city applications. In the cognitive section, the problem solving and innovations are critical for designing solutions in resource management, waste reduction, and efficiency. System thinking to understand the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic system. So,
sorry to cut your speech short, but if you could just wind up.
In conclusion, Youth entrepreneurship in the green economy is a promising pathway to both economic growth and environmental sustainability. By addressing the challenges and amplifying support through targeted interventions, government, NGOs, and private sectors can create an ecosystem while young entrepreneurs thrive and the green transition forward. So I want to encourage us that are seated here. You can hear what the youth presented in their respective companies. They cannot do it without our support. We are in the academic field, teaching them what to do. They need to be practical about it, and they need your support. They need my support. While we train them in the skills, they need the finance. They need the support. They need the encouragement from the government, from private sectors, from NGOs to make it sustainable. Thank you. Thank you.
Much, Honorable Nyedi. I think we have a limited time, but we'll take about three comments or questions, and then we'll come back to the panelists to respond to that, and then we'll close. There was already a comment here. I think we'll start with you. Any other comment? Another one here. Any other?
Thank you very much. So my name is Mayowa, PhD student, chemical engineering at the University of Connecticut. My question is for Mr. Palo. So I'm curious, how do you convert paper to coffins, for example? How is the process like? That's my first question. Second question is, how profitable is the business? And the third question is, what skills essentially are you teaching? Because what skills are you really teaching? I mean, are you doing, I don't know what skills, you didn't really mention it. So what skills are you impacting to the youths? So my other question is for Honorable Ma. So you mentioned Internet of Things and smart city technology. So are you doing that in Nigeria? And how is it being done? What is your target area? Is it in the southern part? Is it in the northern part of Nigeria? Yeah. So that's just my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I have a short question before I want to join my voice to congratulate our princess for this noble initiative and reaffirming that the national side encourage this initiative. I am the focal gender point in my country. Her initiative contributes to reduce a lot of emission. We had and resultant in our contribution national determination. Donc I want to add my voice to support her activity, to encourage him to go away. For my question is how these people can collaborate with them to go away to have many results for the initiative. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those comments. I think we'll come back to the panelists. Please, 1 minute, give your response if you can, but also give your closing remarks. After that, we'll close the session. I think we'll start with the princess. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. If I have heard your question, you said the first question is the process. The second one is how profitable is the business? Okay, thank you. To answer the question of my brother, I can tell him that the process, when we collect the papers, first of all, we bring them in our industry, and there are youths and women that separates paper from other wastes. For instance, you can have I don't know how you call it in English, agraph or trombone and plastics that are on the papers. So we separate them according to our process. We separate them and we use only papers which are not mixed with other material. And we have a great machine that are able to scratch it into, I don't know, we scratch it. After scratching them, we have it's like, I don't know how you call it in English. The word is missing me. When we finish scratching, it's like, so I know you understand what I'm saying. So we have a procedure that we have registered in
cut it short a bit, so
OAPI, and then when we do it like that, we have other machine that transform them, who mix them with some ingredient we put it, which are bio. So at the end we have some machine that make them out like wood. It get out like wood, very resistant. So we have carpenters who, after finish that stage, the started transforming them into all benches, any kind of thing we can use.
yeah.
So
Is it profitable?
is it profitable to? It is profitable because today by such doing we are gaining incomes for the enterprise, who's help us to pay all the workers,
Okay.
and help the enterprise to survive.
Yeah.
And also the last question is
Skills. Which
the
skills are you
skill.
passing?
Yes, there is many skills that we are teaching. For instance, we are teaching youths how they can use waste to do something. It's not only the benches we are producing. There are other things that we are producing which are used in, to have a green cooking. And by January now, we will have another stage who will be producing, alveol for the eggs.
Okay.
By January, we'll start producing
Thank
such
you.
things.
Thank you, Mr. Kombate. Thank you. I think we'll hear from Princess and then.
Okay. Thank you so much for your encouragement. And in Burkina, we must establish collaboration with the public sector through training initiatives and by providing platforms that offer opportunities to participate in international activities such as the COP conference. And I'm also like to take this opportunity to thank our ministry of my country for supporting our participation in this COP. Furthermore, their collaborations should facilitate connections with potential international partners capable to investing in our plastic waste recycling plants. Thank you.
Much. I think we'll hear last comments from Ms. Anyedi.
What was the question?
I think there's one question about, was it the same as the skills question? Oh, where are you doing it in Nigeria? Is it to the north? Is it to the south? And which kind of work? But if you could put it in under a minute.
Okay. Thank you so much for the question. I am from Akwa Ibom State in the south zone of Nigeria. And specifically, the government is working with NGOs to ensure that we have what we call entrepreneurial development centers spread across the 3 senatorial districts. And we have the central one that we call the business startup, and they're hubs. We call hubs, and they bring in entrepreneurs and private sectors to come in and train the youth. And it is open for everybody. Why I'm here at the COP, we are looking for partnership. The government alone cannot do it. We need the international community to come to our aid. The place is so devastated. You know where they're drilling oil. You know the economic situation there, the health, And the youth, a lot of them are very intelligent, but in the schools, because of the kind of curriculum they run, the infrastructures are not there. So I'm here to call on private sectors, organizations to come to our aid, that the youth are willing, but we need assistance. They lack the capital. The institutions are not properly funded because of so many things. So we need those entrepreneurs to come and set up their departments in the institution, like the ICT departments, and provide trainings for the youth.
Thank you very much, Honorable Anyedi. And thank you very much to the panelists. Thank you so much for participating as audience in this conversation. We'll close it here with a clap to our panelists for being very contributing to this fight. Thank you so much.
Let's take a picture.